Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Montoya. Alright, so today I have a quick and easy DIY for you. Dashiki Maxi skirt. I just used 2 panels of fabric. Now I will have these linked in either the description box or on the blog post. But there's a specific type of dashiki panels that you have to get because they come in different sizes. So I will link the dimensions that I use to create this maxi skirt. So it has some modest side slits on the sides, but you can make it however you would like for your you can create your slits however you would like for yours to be. All right, and be sure to stay tuned to the end to part 2 because I'm actually doing one in a dashiki fabric and one using a crepe fabric, and I started off differently the way I create the panels for the skirt, but then part 2 is the same for both of the skirts because I sew them both the same exact way. So be sure to stay tuned to the end of part 2 so you can see a final look, some video clips of me wearing both of the skirts. Alright, for the dashiki skirt, what you want to do to cut out your 2 panels for your skirt, you'll notice on the panels, on each side of the panels, there are 3 lines. So what we're going to do to create even panels is to cut along the center of the one that is in the middle. So for me, that is the turquoise one. So you're going to, along the line in the middle, you want to fold along there in half, and you want to press. Now once you press, you'll end up with a crease in your fabric. Then you can take your scissors and cut along this crease. Alright, so as you can see, the one in the middle, the line in the middle has been cut in half. So now half it will remain on our panel piece. So I'm going to repeat that process again. Cutting along the fold line that I have on the center line. Alright, after your panels have been cut, now you should have 2 identical panels, and on the side seams you should have 1.5 of a line. So now we can go ahead, now that we have the width of our fabric, now we can work on the length. So what you want to do is measure from the top of your skirt down the length that your skirt needs to be, and then cut. Okay, before I go ahead and measure out my length, I went ahead and put some pins along the sides so that my fabric doesn't shift too much when I get ready to cut my length. Now, as you pin these together, you might notice initially that one panel might be just no panel is the same. They're all a little bit different, especially depending on where you buy it from. And I noticed that this top panel is longer than this panel down here, and that's okay. When you get ready to cut your length, you'll even it up and you'll be fine. Just make sure that the top is nice, and just make sure that the panel pieces at the top are even, and then if they're a little uneven at the bottom, don't worry, you're getting ready to cut your new length anyway. So once you have your panels pinned together to keep them from shifting, go ahead and grab your measuring tape, and from the top you're going to measure down your length. So for me, that is what, 45.5 inches. So from the top I'm measuring down 45.5, and then I'm going to make a mark. And I'm going to do that across the entire top. across the entire panel. From the top, measuring down my length of 45.5 inches and making a mark. Alright, now once you have measured your length all the way across, you can go ahead and connect your lines. Alright, go ahead and grab your scissors and cut across the line that you have made. Alright, the next thing you want to do is grab your fabric for your pockets. Now, I'm using some remnant fabric. I know these do not match, but they're going to be for the pockets, and I think it'll be kind of fun to have a different pocket other than my fabric. Now, if you don't want to be like me, what you can do is go ahead and find a solid color that is similar to one of the ones in your panel, and then use that solid color for your pockets. But me, I have so many remnants, and I'm just going to use what I got. I do have one that is similar to this burgundy, but I'm just going to try and see how I like using a remnant for my pockets. So we need a total of 4 of these. So I'm going to lay out my remnant. And make sure you have 2 layers. Go ahead and place the pocket pattern right on top, pin it in place, and cut it out. Alright, then you want to transfer your pocket notches. So you'll see there's a top notch and a bottom notch. Go ahead and snip into your fabric about 1/4 of an inch deep. Okay, then go ahead and remove your pins. And we'll cut out 2 more pockets. So I have 2. I'm going to cut this out one more time. Alright, so now you should have a total of 4 pockets.